Well, welcome back. Welcome back to A Quest for Treasure on the Quest for Details channel. We'll go look for some diamonds. I do. These are Lake County diamonds. They are not actual real diamonds. These are a type of, could be in the quartz family basically, and they are considered a rarity, one of a kind, only occurring here. Much like a Herkimer diamond is not a real diamond, it's a type of quartz that only occurs near and at Herkimer, New York, would be an example. These aren't the same type. These are just another version, another variety. I've done other videos of this. I'll put the information on these in an article that a local journalist wrote on them. An article the local journalist wrote on them and all that in the description below. They only occur in Lake County around the Cobb and Konocti volcanic zones. I live right by this deposit. There are other deposits in the county, and in fact we're not in Lake County often. They are referred to as Lake County diamonds. I refer to them as California diamonds because I found them outside of that county, which are about 10 miles from the edge of it. So people draw the lines, not nature. Anyhow, that's what we're doing today. The setting, however, is this. It's burnt. It's burnt to the mineral core. This was thick brush that you could not see through before. And the game up here has always been looking the disturbed soil, the roadways, the gopher holes, because obviously grass and plants are going to hide the minerals. Well, for the first time in 30 years is my estimate, because I saw burns on the older trees out here, but this area has burnt through, and burnt through solid. We've been in a late Indian summer, basically the beginning of an El Nino drought cycle, in my opinion. In California here, you got water on you. And we just finished going through some of the most destructive fires in history, probably. In this area, my home and this chunk of land being directly in the heart of that, so it burnt hard and heavy. It's burnt several times, but not this particular chunk. So, as bleak as it may look, as a geologist, as a rock hound, as someone who knows that there's crystals here that are hidden and usually hard to see, very exciting. But we have been waiting for the ash to disappear, because now we are down to, let me wipe you off again. We are down to, charcoal and rocks, whereas before this was an inch deep in powdery ashes from the fire. So it rained last night. That's why we were actually out in the rain today, is because it wasn't supposed to be raining today, but we are up in the mountains, so when a cloud scrapes its belly along, this is what happens. We're at one of the high spots in the coastal range of California. And remembering that you are surrounded by private property here, so no matter how you get here, please be respectful of the ranches around here. They're active ranches with active animals on them and active regulators, active stewards with active guns. So, you know. Okay, enough of all that. That's the setup. We're going to look at ground after the first rain that has never been exposed in my whole lifetime like it is now. Danielle's up ahead of me with the dogs. We are beyond leash laws and everybody gets to roam free. So, I'll see you when the ground starts sparkling. It's not here, it does start to, and that's how you know you're on them. So, If you can't even spot little teeny tiny ones, you're not there yet. Wow, look at this terrain. It's epic. This is the dish of crystal flats. The flats up on the top. A more bare spot amongst the black. Should be able to see some minerals here today though, yeah?
Looks like people are shooting the... Oh, sorry.
No, yeah.
You know the duck things or whatever?
Yeah, the clay pigeons. Yeah, this is one of their spots. Crazy. This is the creek now. Shoot. So these were spots where the bushes were over your heads. We were talking about when we were coming through here, and it was a spider web after spider web. We were trying to do a night hike and we got turned back by the mighty spider. Wow. I'm glad I have you guys and Mars and White just to try and relate that these were bushes that were head high. You know, all their fine parts burnt off. So when I'm standing under it looking up, you understand it went up another 2 feet, and this was a tunnel. But we are here to rockhound, not look at the destruction. So we've gone through the morning phase. We have gone through the rain that we're waiting for to reveal it all. And now the good stuff. Let the good times roll. Jeez, this is... Keep your eyes out for all the petrified wood and other minerals that are here too.
Yeah, I was nice. Would be real white.
Yeah, they'd look a lot like the rhyolite, but it would have wood patterning. Yeah, here's the creek. God, that isn't mine, is it? No, it's somebody else's. Dude, you left your shirt here. Yeah. Wow, there's another huge one. Well, huge, there's always a local that's been here for 50 years. They'll be like, I have a 3-incher in my bucket, you know. So, but I'm telling you, most of them that you'll find around the county are like that size. So when we find these, this is why this is called crystal flats and why it's been kept as a semi-secret location. Look at those. All covered in ash, I know, but look. This is a good spot.
Pop.
Oh.
We gotta make up a game with these. You know, kind of
look how clear and big that is.
Fun gambling game.
Yeah.
Be like, my whatever beats your whatever.
Yeah, do it by carrot. They're rocks. They're rocks. This is what we're looking for. Oh, he tried to eat it. And he went snarf. So we've lived up here for 12 or 13 years now. We're actually coming up here hiking when her mom lived up here. Even before that, when our girls were super tiny, and then I got brought up here. Oh! I got brought up here way even before that. So I live within a mile of here now. Look at this. One of the biggest of my life.
What?
Yes, what? Look.
Oh, wow.
That's one of the biggest
pretty.
diamonds you're ever gonna find.
Dang.
Oh.
Wow. It's like a solid rock.
And sometimes they can be really broken and milky, and this is a solid rock.
Let me see.
This is an epic day. But like I say, look at the terrain you're in. You wouldn't be able to stand here. You'd have to crawl on your belly to get here. And this would be leaves that were piled, 30 years deep. And now you look and there's soil, so it burnt even the leaf mass. There's acorns and stuff, so you understand. I mean, wow. Wow, yeah, okay. Nate didn't come back down with you? No, Nate said send food up. Oh! Look at that! Look at that! Wow. Okay. Oh! Look at that! Okay, it's been a long time since I oohed and awed, you know, over, wow, these are, whoa, okay. Just looking for the shapes, even if there really is. Weird to be able to walk in amongst these bushes. Bizarre. I'm telling you, you couldn't push through there as a full-grown adult, you know, using all your strength. These were some thick bushes. So this would still be a nice size and a good clear stone for up here. And big for the county, big overall for their species. So you're usually collecting this or as big as you can find, of course, but still a complex background when you get into this decomposing rhyolite. And in amongst it, there's petrified wood and other stuff too. Lots of common opals. Oh, here's a spar. Not terminated, you know, like I said, never terminated, but ooh. Yes. Lots of common opal mixed in with the rhyolite, decomposing out little pieces. We're still down on the edge. It gets very thick with little, the density of them tends to get thicker towards the top of the hill. There's a rock outcropping here. In fact, all these conical hills you can see off in the distance have rock outcroppings where the dirt's worn away and sloughing down and expose the tips. And they tend to be, the more dense, the higher up you go. Like, there's one.
Oh yeah, the little ones. That's pretty. I like that shape.
Oh yeah. And another one. Yeah, they're just kind of still pressed down in the earth, but you can see the clear window. And that would have been totally hidden by grass before. You wouldn't have had a chance. There's another one. Wow, two pretty big ones. One right there. Beautiful little arc to that one. And one right there. Also a clear. You can see that. Diamond Flats 2020. Beautiful little droplets. So the story, the legend, the Native American legend, the reason why among the natives these were referred to something that's been translated into what we call moon tears. The story is that the moon, she came down to the earth and had a love affair with a brave chieftain of the people, and I guess lived on the earth for a long time, but everybody wanted to have the moon back in the sky. This is the simple short version, of course. And so she had to return to her position in the sky and wept over the sadness and missing her husband, and her tears fell to earth and made moon tears. So Lake County, Clear Lake, California diamonds are also referred to as moon tears. And that legend is online, so you can look it up. That's where I found it many years ago. If you've ever seen the stars and the moon in Pope Valley on a clear night, 30, 40, 50 miles from the nearest big city and any light pollution, you've stood in these tall, clear meadows at the top of the mountains, you can understand how someone could fall in love with her. This is some of the common opal blue, so it doesn't have the broken little particles in it that reflect and give it fire of a precious opal, but it is high in silicate and has a lot of the blue yellow that you'd associate with a precious opal. It also comes in greens and stuff. This whole hill is composed of it. So that's another side mineral. Just oh yeah, here's a bigger one. This is the plate. This is the bane of the bigger ones oftentimes. Still beautiful, but it's totally fractured to almost a milk inside there. Ooh, they're like chameleons. Here where they're in the more red dirt, they have a wash of red staining to them, which does come off in vinegar. And so they're blending in that way. But yeah, the whole hillside. Oh, massive. Massive and beautiful. I like them on the black background too. Not bad, honestly. Oh. It's a day of them. Oh, that's not. That's looking through the camera. Here's a cool piece of call it common opal because of the weight, silicate contact, and sometimes some of the biggest stones you'll just see the tips sticking out. Gosh, I'm telling you, you're witnessing an epic hunt. Look at that one. It's rounded on the end. That is killer. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna do some pure hunting without camera in hand. If you're someone who films all the time, you can understand that. I'm gonna do some just pure me time. I will turn you on for the truly huge. Be right back. No, I'm not gonna move this. I just want to show you this close up. Look, actually I am gonna move it. I'm gonna take the liberty in that. That is a beautiful, that's volcanic glass, obsidian, carved into a beautiful little tip. It's broken about, I'd say, halfway down, I'm assuming. So there would be more on the base of it here, and then of course the fine tip is worn off. Let me pull this back to where it's clear, and I'll try and zoom in. And yeah. I won't be able to show you this in cleanup, of course. Look. Yeah. Moon tears. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Wow. That's a big end up here. Ah, Mars. Nice stick. Look at this one.
See that? Not far away.
You can't see it from that far away. It's like a foot wide. I never exaggerate.
Ooh. Wow. I love those window ones, huh?
Yeah. Clear. Just unfractured stone.
Nice.
That one is cliche diamond shape. Sparkle, sparkle.
Like if you could make like a drop earring or something, you know? I don't know. I think they're pretty.
He got so hot burning through here that it popped the rock apart. You see it? Here's a good chance I can show you the actual crystals embedded in it. Here's a larger one. Still stuck in. The blackness, of course, is basically soot. But yeah, it just got so hot that it fractured it apart. And you can see the little diamonds stuck in it. And the sight or a rhyolite, I believe. Wow, that's the creek. Very greasy down here. Kind of hard to spot, but that'll wash off for sure. For sure. Wow, this place is gonna see some erosion yet to come. This was just the lightest sprinkle. Oh. Massive. Milky at the bottom, clear at the top. The yellowing is just from being dirty on the surface. Nice. I'm making it look too easy, but that's why I explained where we were coming to and the conditions. So we get to shoot some fish in a barrel. Wow. This is the type of place where you hunt and you hunt and you hunt, and then when you're laying there later on that night, you can actually still see the ground and you can't stop picturing them, and you'll be other places where you know they're not looking for them. So you know you have the fever. This is a pretty epic landscape with the solid black, and then the leaves have turned yellow and fallen down everywhere. This is giving it a bizarre light, not to mention this is a secret shady hollow. Everything that goes with it now somehow strangely exposed, and every trunk blackened and then highlighted with the leaves falling down for contrast on the slopes behind it. Very surreal, both having been here before so often knowing what it looks like and the change in landscapes, and then just this bizarreness in itself, regardless of when and where, to have this landscape made somehow, the black and the gold and the light and the strange things like the leaves themselves somehow just blanched out instead of your usual weakening of yellows. On with the rocks, this is it. Oh, don't forget what we're doing. We're picking those up. That is one of the most beautiful specimens that I own. They often break in a little pocket out of the stone in long spears. And that one came out big. The natural facets on these are just, they're beautiful. A lot of the times I don't like to mess with them. And they make just awesome wraps how they are. Wow, really highlighted. No foliage for competition. Wow. It's a blessing of a day for sure. For sure. Thank you. Yeah. That's how you'll know one. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow. Okay. We have big dark clouds gathering overhead. And I promised that we wouldn't be totally soaked. Do you see this one? Do you see it? I'm centering it. Oh, oh. That's why. Was battery's almost dead. You. Yeah. There's gonna be a, crystal shindig at the end of this, for sure. Put on some music, give these a scrub, and then we'll check it out. That is dirty, but that will wipe up so crystal clear. And just to find a few of these large ones would be a great hunt, so we're slaying it. Absolutely slaying it. Okay, I am looking at how long we have shot, how much video we have shot, and thinking about it, realizing that we still have to clean up the rest of this. That we have to do the cleanup and the announcement, all that. So it's going to be 2 videos, and we'll be right here. We'll be standing at this spot when the next video starts, and I'll see you there momentarily.